daughter if you can't steal her clothes, right? What's up, YouTubeites? Welcome into the Cover Price Weekly Top 10 for the week ending April 29th, 2025. I believe this is our last Top 10 for April, and then we'll be into May by next month. So
we'll be in May in a couple of days, yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. Everything's just going too fast.
It's gonna be
While
May.
you are congregating, I think this opening really fits this week's list.
Won't you start?
Boom, and we are back. Guys, welcome in. It's official. It's Tuesday. We got a really good list. As you can tell, it's going to be very Star Wars heavy, which is perfect because I got Marty and Lando here with me. Before we get started, though, let's do a little round table. Lando, you're looking good. You look snazzy.
Do I really? Is it the Converse hoodie? I guess. I don't know. But look who's talking.
You're ready to get the club, man.
Stop. No, you can't go to a club like this. But no, look at you rocking Grayson over there. You were telling us you stole that from your daughter. So shout out to her.
I did. I'm more of a Damien fan, but Dick Grayson's her favorite, so I stole her shirt.
Fair enough. But what's up, guys, man? Welcome again. Another week. We have another top 10 list ready for you guys. I know you guys got a little sneak peek at it, but man, it is very interesting. Can't wait to dive into this. Hanging out with Marty, hanging out with Laura, hanging out with this amazing chat. Let's get it going, man.
Let's do it. Marty, are you excited? May the 4th's coming up.
May the 4th is coming up. And once again, I had to break out the this is a little bit a parody of, I used to drink Blue Moon a lot, Blue Moon beer. And of course you see Star Wars, the moon. Death Star.
Oh.
Get it?
I didn't even notice the show.
I thought you were going to sing. I thought you were going to start singing Blue Moon for us.
No. Blue Moon. I saw you standing alone.
Yeah, good stuff.
Without a beat in my heart. Without a love of my own. There you go. You know what was the show without Marty Oki, right?
It's going to be stuck in my head now, too.
The chat's going to explode now, man.
That was good. That was good. Keep singing. I know. Everybody's like, let's keep it going. That was...
Yeah.
I was getting excited, man.
I was excited. But thank you guys, everybody in the chat right over there. Thank you for joining us. You guys are amazing out there. We really, really appreciate you guys coming on with this weekly top 10, and we're gonna have fun tonight. I'm hanging with my boy Lando, hanging with my girl Laura, and we are going to kick the show off, and we're gonna have fun. And I would be remiss to not mention this at all if huge shout out to Jonathan from the chat.
JD?
JD?
Yeah.
Man, JD's the man, dude.
And he sent me a whole ton of Conan Red Sonja, Valeria. Even I've got some Bellet in there. Good man. Hooked a brother up.
Dude.
So,
that's so
Jonathan,
nice.
JD, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate this. I'm definitely going to cherish these and keep these. I really appreciate you taking the time out and sending that to me. So
yeah,
dude,
he hit me up and he found some books in his collection. He knows I'm collecting Tomb Raider right now, so he hit me up and he's like, "Dude, I got you. Just hit me your address." I'm like, "You don't have to. Like, thank you so much." But anyway, I finally gave him the address. I gave him the address. Now the poor guy, obviously from the States to Canada.
Yeah,
Oh, JD, thank you.
Yeah, I can imagine, man. It's pretty pricey, you know. I did at one time. I remember sending a few books to a buddy of mine overseas in England, Paney's Comics back in the day. That was his name.
Laura.
And I tell you, it was the shipping cost more than the book itself. So I know how expensive those things are.
You remember that, right?
And I know Laura's got her finger on that little button right there. You know, just she's gunning out for me tonight. It's like, it's Tuesday. She's gunning out.
Freaking wait. It's going to happen. I can feel it. I can feel it in my bones. It's going to happen tonight. We'll see. All right. Let's dive in.
We are talking Star Wars tonight, right? So there is a lot of Star Wars on it. May 4th is coming up. We've, oh man, so many amazing. Andor just released last week. Season 2, you know, we've got some more news of different Star Wars series coming out, animation series coming out. Season 2, Ahsoka, leading into, you know, of course, the Mandalorian Guru movie coming up soon.
Wait, when's Ahsoka coming out?
I don't know what the release date is, but that's going to be pretty much a lead into what we're going to see with Mandalorian and Guru. But I'll get back to you on that. I'll have a list of that maybe next time. Maybe I can spit that out. But I'll definitely look at the release dates and stuff. But they've got a lot of good stuff coming out.
I'm so excited. And shout out to our wrench in the chat. Rudy's here every week. We appreciate you. We appreciate your participation. And yeah, our chat's awesome. You guys are so good every week.
The best.
Let's dive in, shall we?
Okay, let's do it.
This is the Cover Price Weekly Top 10. Our lists are 100% data driven. So we are reflecting the last 7 days of actual aftermarket sales. Our algorithms consider major sales, units sold, and percentage growth. So yeah, it's what you guys are buying. Every week we have a runners up. Marty, what do we have this week?
Yeah, breaking up. Beautiful cover, beautiful cover. This one right here is Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace #3, published by Dark Horse in May of 1999. Last week, it was announced that Darth Maul will be receiving an animated series next year on Disney+. That immediately sent the market searching for Maul-centric books, and this one led the pack, being the first cover appearance of Maul and an awesome cover art at that, caused this book to see a massive surge in aftermarket attention. We tracked 9 copies sold at a 7-day growth trend of 58%, with a high sale of $250 for a CGC 9.8 raw copy and a current raw near mint fair market value of $31. And when you're talking Darth Maul, that's going to be another character that is, you know, there's always so much that you can do with this and what branches off into other characters and other storylines. So this doesn't surprise me that people are going after Dark Horse Comics, and especially when it comes to Star Wars, because people are going to go back early on to these sort of legend series right here. And so I like seeing this, you know, I like seeing the Dark Horses, but it's just so many of those. There was one time where I just tried to get as many Dark Horse Star Wars books as I can, and it's just too many to go around.
Yeah,
but
there's a ton.
I love it.
Long boxes of it now, I feel like, and yeah.
You know what? I might have to hit you up on that and see what I need to fill in some of my gaps, right?
Yeah, definitely do, because Bird City is already off to a good start. 1 of 1. Lando, what do you think?
I love the cover. I know that everybody's really excited, anticipating the release, of course, of the Maul Shadow Lord animated series. Since, you know, the announcement, everybody's clearly flocking to these Star Wars books with Maul on it. First, I gotta say the cover is amazing, but look, there was a slight leak online where there were pictures circulating of, you know, from whatever was shown. And from what I had saw, if it's real, like, it looks really good. So I'm hoping that's the style they're gonna roll with.
It's beautiful animation, man. It really is. I mean, a huge step up from Clone Wars.
And the posts got taken down rather fast too, right? Like this is only coming out on Disney Plus in 2026. So obviously, like I said, a lot of people excited about this. We're gonna be getting some more stuff Star Wars related. As Marty said at the beginning of the show, there's tons of great content. Andor being probably my favorite. Like literally of all the Disney Plus stuff, I'm loving Andor. So yeah.
Lando, you remind me of him.
Oh my god.
Yeah, man.
That's true.
I feel
you do, man. You remind me of him, dude.
I guess, man. Thank you. That's
yeah.
That's a compliment.
I'm looking online at the leaked photos right now. You're right. You can just Google leaked photos, and there's still people that like took screenshots and stuff. It does look really, really good. Very well
are they
done.
still up?
Yeah, I just found it on Reddit. Well, assuming this is the same thing you were looking at.
I'm gonna check it after. Because we have a list to give you guys, so thank you.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I'm like staring at my screen. Runners up, Star Wars, Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, number 3, CGC 9.8, coming in at $250, 7-day trend of 58%. What do we have to officially kick off the list, Lando?
Well, of course, it's going to be Star Wars. And what do we have at number 10? It's Star Wars Legacy number 2 by Dark Horse from July 2006. Now, Maul is already driving in tons of hype, and we haven't even seen the teaser yet. All fans have right now are descriptions of the footage that was shown to attendees. Fans are speculating that Darth Talon will be a central figure of the show and are picking up her significant books. This is her first in-story appearance, which also goes into her origins. We tracked 23 copies sold at a 7-day growth trend of 42% with a high sale of $150 for a CGC 9.8 raw copy and a current near mint fair market value of $29. So that's not too shabby. I mean, again, people flocking to this. I'm kind of intrigued by the fact that, they're saying that the footage was taken down. Laura's telling me that there's still some stills, so that's pretty good. Yeah. But yeah, like I had said, it looks amazing. Clearly, the Star Wars train is kicked off again, and with good reason. I said it last week. I might get some heat for this, but Darth Maul is actually one of my favorite characters. I'm not going to go crazy and say Jar Jar Binks is in my top 3. But
why would you get heat for that? For him being your favorite character? Because
not a lot of people liked the Phantom Menace, and for some reason, I mean, like I said, this came out when I was relatively young, right? I went to watch it at the theater, and I loved it. Like it was so good.
And here's the thing, man, with Star Wars, whether you liked it or not, whether you hated it or not, it filled in gaps. It led to more of a story. It allowed for us to see what happened visually instead of instead of reading it. So I like that, man. Regardless of what you got, anybody feels about the prequels.
Yeah, dude,
it's a necessity, man. And still,
for myself, like. I think Ray Park did a phenomenal job. What's amazing is, like, I don't know if you guys check out Ray Park stuff over on his Instagram, like his saber skills, like he embodied being Darth Maul, man. Like you wouldn't want to mess with this guy if he picks up a broomstick, run away, dude.
Yeah, really. I mean, yeah, Darth Maul is a great character, man. He's been through a lot, man. And did you ever see the final battle, the final fight with him and Kenobi?
Of course.
Yeah.
Very, very, kind of sad, in a way. And it didn't take long for Obi-Wan to take him down. So
yeah,
it was very interesting how they portrayed it in that way, instead of being a really grand, huge, epic battle from these two foes that, he's been searching for forever for his revenge, Anyways, I'm getting on a tangent again.
No, you're fine. This is your Star Wars thing. I'm digging Delia Blue's outfit on this, and I feel like I could completely cosplay that. I think I might.
I'm hoping to see me some Darth Talon.
Oh man, I don't know if I could pull off what do they call it? It's not the hair; it's called something else.
What?
What do they call the part of the hair, like with Ahsoka too, like.
Oh, yeah.
They're called something. There's an actual anyway. Number 10, Star Wars Legacy number 2. Do you know it, Marty? What they're called?
No, I don't know off the top of my head, man.
The chat will know. What's it called? It's not their hair. It's called something else. It isn't.
It's not a trunk. It's not a trunk. It's
It's something.
What?
The girls and I looked it up once. We're like, oh, what's it called?
Are you seriously asking the only two men on your panel about hair stuff? Like, I don't
I
know,
don't
man.
know. You guys read Star Wars more than I do, so I thought maybe you guys would know.
Well, she could
but-
probably ask you about hair stuff, Lando.
Is that
but Probably
right?
not so much me.
It's called- No, it's not a main. It's something else. Anyway, Star Wars Legacy number 2, a 9.8, $150, 7-day trend, 42%. At this rate, we are going to be on all night because all three of us are just like, whoa. Anyways, it's not a mullet.
Yes.
It's not a mullet.
Where God.
Rat
All
tail.
right,
There
Marty,
we
what
go.
do we have
It's
for
a
number
rat.
9?
He said a sexy mullet.
I think it is a Leku. I think they're right. I think it's Leku. Leku. Blah.
Okay.
Yeah. Marty.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. Bringing number 9 is Earth X number 12, Marvel April 2000. The Fantastic Four trailer has been receiving tons of positive feedback. The hype for this new age of the MCU is building up for the summer blockbuster. When the movie was in early phases, a rumor that Silver Surfer would be female. While there was a fair amount of backlash at the idea, that controversy has mostly quieted down.
Yeah.
Most believe that this movie will be set in an entirely different universe and that Norrin Rad is still on his way to the silver screen. In the meantime, collectors are hunting down the first appearance of Shia LaBeouf's Silver Surfer. We tracked 22 copies sold at a 7-day growth trend of 27% with a high sale of $350 for a CGC 9.8 raw copy and a current raw near mint fair market value of $43.
That's
Dude,
crazy.
that is impressive.
Yep.
For Earth X, that's insane.
Yeah, it's crazy. Okay, first of all, that's fine. I mean, we always see something like this, a pattern, right? When something like a clip or a movie or hype about a certain character being released, right?
Yeah.
But something like this, though, it doesn't maintain its value for very long, So if you're going to get it, flip it, and just go from that, because even though it's a minor key, minor keys are just that, a minor key. If you want to have that in your collection, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you're in it for a long-term investment or long-term spec or anything within that nature, I wouldn't really put all my eggs in a basket, if you will. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, it does. But I am excited. I know how people feel. Shia LaBeouf. Nobody wants to see Shia LaBeouf. Everybody wants to see Norrin Rad.
I want to see Shia LaBeouf. Are you kidding me? Have you seen Shia LaBeouf? I definitely want to see her.
My man. But yeah, dude, like I'm excited about this. I think the movie's looking great. I think Shia LaBeouf is gonna be great. Probably a one-off, guys, within the movie. So I think this is one where if you guys missed out, now is a good time to maybe just wait it out. Because I do see this coming back down. But still, I mean, it's very impressive to see a CGC 9.8 going for $350 because this book, Laura, I heard you giggle. I heard you chuckle. It's been a dollar book.
Dollar bins. Like you could find this forever. Nobody gave at all. They didn't care about this book. Okay.
Exactly.
Really?
But look at that. People ask themselves, is are movies still a drive for comics? Yeah, it is. Is it keeping it alive? No, it's not. I think if you spec solely on such books based on movies, etc., then yeah, you're not gonna have the best time collecting comics. But there's so much good to comics, and it's just neat to see.
True.
This is getting a lot of love, and it's mind blowing for myself to even see this get to this point. But
I think the art is very well done. I think it's really beautiful art. How they,
of course, the
really
art's
portray
great.
the metallic.
Yeah.
So
The art's great. Look, like I said, it's probably going to be a one and done. And then we're probably going to get Norrin Rad once everything comes to settle, come Secret Wars. I see it happening. So,
I see it.
Yeah, hang tight, guys. Hang tight if you missed it.
Number 9, Earth X, number 12, a 9.8, $350, 7-day trend of 27%. What do we have next, Lando?
Well, it's back to Star Wars, and we've
Yep.
got Star Wars Legacy Issue 0 by Dark Horse from June 2006. Now, since the Maul series announcement, fans have been speculating more details about the show. The teaser was briefly leaked online, but it was very quickly shut down. For the time being, only descriptions from those who were at the announcement event saw what was available. In those descriptions, there is one of a young character that closely resembles Darth Talon. Given her history with Maul, it is a safe bet to start hunting down this first appearance. Keep in mind that this appearance is not canon, and Talon only appears in a profile headshot with a brief blurb. We tracked 27 copies sold at a 7-day growth trend of 97%, with a high sale of $98 for a CGC 9.8 raw copy and a current raw near mint fair market value of $21. Now, again, the hype is definitely there when it comes to this series. This series is literally moving so many Star Wars books, and in the last 2 weeks, it's been impressive to see. I wonder how long this is going to hold for from now until the release in 2026. Are we going to see Star Wars books always hitting the top 10? I don't think so. I think, it'll be a phase for now. So again, from now to 2026, no time yet, to my knowledge. Do you guys know if it's coming out like summer or is it coming out winter? I don't know.
That's a Marty question. I don't know.
But yeah, go ahead.
I really don't know what the release date on that was going to be, but I'm interested in then that they're using this character, Darth Talon, because in Legends she was just a Sith minion.
Yeah.
Not a really huge character, just kind of like what you saw the Inquisitors, and then you had like the Grand Inquisitor, and you had the minions,
Mm-hmm.
So and that's sort of concept. So I'm surprised they're bringing this character, because they could have picked from so many different Darth Lords, but so I'm curious to see how they're going to do this character and why they're going to do this character, and see who portrays the character. I'd be interested. Very
Imagine
very
all the cosplays that are going to stem from.
Oh, for sure.
Everybody's walking around San Diego like.
Yeah. You know what? I'll be okay with that too, Laura.
I bet you would. Number 8, Star Wars Legacy number 0, a 9.8 coming in at $98. 7-day trend, 97%. Keep in mind, like Lando just said, you only get a profile shot here. It's not canon. So,
yep.
Do with that what you will. All right. Next up, Marty, what do we have next?
Yeah. Nice. Eddie Brock, Carnage number 3, Mike Mayhew, 1-in-25 ratio, Marvel, April of 2025. Venom has had his fair share of symbiotic cover art masterpiece. This past week, Carnage released his own masterpiece. Superstar artist Mike Mayhew illustrated this horrifically wonderful art piece, and it is also a retailer incentive. Once it hit the stands, they were gone. The aftermarket is moving this book as they grow in value, and collectors continue to hunt them down. We tracked 14 copies sold at a 7-day growth trend of 11%, with a high sale of $90 for a near mint raw copy and a current raw near mint fair market value of $84. And I saw this.
I don't like it.
What? You don't like it?
I don't like this cover.
I love it. I love Mike Mayhew's concept on things. I really do. And this is really grotesque and eerie and gnarly. Oh, yeah. Absolutely right up my alley right here. So I think he did. I looked at this on FOC, and I saw what this was going for, and I was like, I don't think I want to get on board with this one. But
it makes the veins in my neck hurt. I don't like it.
I love it. I really love it. I think it's a beautiful, beautiful cover. But and whoever has it, interesting. $90. So
yeah,
it's going up. It's a beautiful cover. I mean. What do you think,
beautiful?
Laura?
No,
yeah,
absolutely.
It's not beautiful.
Okay, it's very well done, but it makes me just like, I don't know. I don't like looking at it. It's.
But you know what? I got to give it to you. You were a trooper, and you hung on when it came to what is it called? Invincible.
Invincible. Yeah.
Yes, you did.
Well, it's so well done. Mike Mayhew actually is a friend, but this is a really good. It's very well done, but it just grosses me out, which I guess is what he's going for, though. So
no, it's fantastic. I love it so much. If you guys are feeling kinky, you can go get yourself the Separation Anxiety of Venom #1, where Mayhew also did a Venom in exactly this style, tongue out and all. So you could put those together and whatever. But it's a wonderful, wonderful cover. It's funny because I spoke about this Sunday on my show, and my guest pointed out that like Eddie Brock's ear as Carnage is intact. Everything else is not intact. I'm like, man, I can't stop looking at the ear now. But it's
That's the
just
focal point.
yeah, it's amazing, dude. The cover is so good. I put it up there, Laura. Sorry, as one of the banger covers of the year so far. Like it's so incredible to see. It's got everything. The detail is just incredible. Mayhew did a phenomenal job with this one. I love the Separation Anxiety one as well of Venom. So if you can get the 1-2 punch and get both of those in your collection, yeah, that's just amazing to have. Will it hold? We shall see. But the Raw Near Mint hitting 90. I caught it Sunday at 85, and I thought that was already probably going to be the ceiling. But it looks like this has some more room to go.
Why didn't they take the Eddie Brock Carnage off? Like, why not? It's a 1 in 25. Take that crap off and let the art really just shine.
You know what? I don't
Yeah.
disagree. I don't disagree. I would love to see it without the trade, but hey, it's Marvel. We might get a second print.
Oh, I'm sure we will.
Was there not a version of this released?
No, not that I know of.
Interesting.
Yeah, same.
But
I didn't see a version.
You'll see later in the list.
No,
if there's
I
a
don't see
change
one.
that happened, so anyway, all right. Number 7, Eddie Brock Carnage #3, the Mike Mayhew variant, 1 in 25, coming in raw at $90. That is astounding. 7-day trend of 11%. What do we have next, Lando?
As I said, second print. And here, yeah, Wolverine number 8. Yeah, Wolverine number 8. Daniel Warren Johnson, who is an absolutely amazing writer and artist. We have the second print right here, and it is a virgin for the 1 in 25 by Marvel, and it's only coming out in June 2025. That's right, we're on the pre-sale train right now. Now, the trade cover of this book is sitting at the number 1 spot. Spoiler. A much anticipated second print is now on its way, and the retailer incentive is already blowing up online. It is a virgin cover reprint that fans can't wait to get their hands on, and we tracked 7 copies sold at a 7-day growth trend of 100% with a high sale of $100 for a near mint raw copy and a current raw near mint fair market value of $97. Now, I saw this cover hit FOC, and there was no way I was going to miss it. I had to order at least a copy for myself. Now, I do like it a lot with the Wolverine trade on it. I find it kind of makes it pop a little bit. But again, Marvel doing Marvel things with their second prints, basically just taking a hot cover from the first print, making it a virgin. Sure, I just hope this doesn't get the Amazing Spider-Man Gleason treatment. I don't know if you guys remember that web cover that was all black and white, and then they came out with a white and black, and then they came out with a red, and then they came out with everything, and I was just like, damn, it's overkill now. You know what I mean? I hope
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you, and I hope they don't go there exactly just like what you said. But a raw near mint already for pre-order sale on the aftermarket is going for $100 already.
Crazy! It's not even out yet. Not even out yet. It's only a 1 in 25.
Blows my mind. It blows my mind to see that already.
Yeah, dude, and it's not one copy. Clearly, shops are already getting the pre-orders available for people, and we just said that like 7 copies have sold already on the aftermarket. So definitely one to keep an eye out on. If you guys have the opportunity, you're tight with your shop, hit them up, man. See if you can lock yourself one down, because it is a wonderful cover. I think it's Daniel Warren Johnson did a phenomenal job with this cover. And like I said, immediately when I saw it, this was no way going to slip through FOC without me ordering it.
I'm pretty close with my shop. I could probably pull some strings.
Hey, Laura!
Laura!
Let me talk to that guy.
I know.
Love the great use of negative space on this, too.
Yeah, it's really good. I'm curious now, though, that now that we've seen this happening already, is it going to happen with the Eddie Brock Carnage 3?
No.
Yeah. I see a pattern here, don't you? Yeah, I see what Marvel's doing, and that's definitely the pattern. So just watch it. I mean, don't sleep on second, third, fourth, fifth printings if you're a completist, and definitely like you collect certain covers like that. Like this might stand out to somebody really, really, uh, and decide to, oh man, I want to be a completist, and get the first, second, third, fourth, and fifth printing or so, and that's fine and all, but just be careful as you don't jump on that bandwagon, if you will.
All right. Number 6, Wolverine number 8, Darren Warren Johnson, second printing, Virgin 1M25, raw near mint, $100. Quadruple ratio, and it's not even in our hands yet. 7-day trend of 100%. Speaking of some stellar art, what do we have for number 5, Marty?
Ooh.
Yes. Beautiful. Number 5 is Summer of Superman special number 1, Alexander Lozano, DC, April 2025. A wedding issue is usually a big deal and a key moment. However, we can speculate that the key status isn't the reason that this particular cover is selling droves on the aftermarket. Lozano has illustrated a beautiful Supergirl cover that shows a more vulnerable side to the heroine. This innocent look struck a chord with collectors, and the variant quickly took off on the aftermarket. We tracked 71 copies sold at a 7-day growth trend of 77%, with a high sale of $140 for a CGC 9.8 raw copy and a current raw near mint fair market value of $28. So
we had a stack of these, Marty, and they were not selling. They're just sitting on our shelf. A whole stack of them.
Look, I wish I would have known, because I ended up picking one up, Laura.
There you go.
All right. There you go. I think it's actually even better in person. When I saw it in person, I was like, oh, it's really nice.
Look at this.
I agree. I think when you see it in person, as opposed to like what you're seeing as the slide, nice. It looks so good.
Absolutely beautiful, beautiful cover. I had to have it in my collection, and like I said, it's so well done, really beautiful. How he just really portrayed the innocence, and great background as far as the use of negative space. I really enjoyed this cover.
I do too. I think Lozano did a phenomenal job. I know we spoke in detail about this last week, and since you brought it up, I think it was you, Laura, who was saying like, oh, I think somebody was talking about the fingers being AI or something. So you had me like a fool looking at this cover, just looking at the fingers, and I'm like, man, is she right? What is this? What's going on? Laura,
I didn't say it. Somebody else did. I was just relaying it.
Yeah. But no, it was it's just a stunning cover. It's absolutely gorgeous. Now I know that some people feel like the portrayal is not entirely accurate. We have her looking relatively young, but I don't care. To be honest with you, a nice cover is a nice cover. This one's getting all the love based on the cover. The Summer of Superman special, though, itself, like, guys, there's big things coming. Dan Slott is going to be on the Superman upcoming run, which is going to be a fun ride. So I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, I like this. I really, really like this cover, and it's crazy. How fast are people getting this to CGC, because they're already selling 9.8?
Yeah, I know.
I don't know. I'm not sure how that. Check your LCS, guys. Like I said, we had a stack of these, and they just sat there. I called again. I'm like, do we still have them? He's like, yeah, we have like 8. I was like, what? Like, well, okay.
Now's the time. It's a wall book for now, right? It's a momentary wall book.
Yeah, we don't hike it up like right off the get-go, but it's like, holy hell, if people don't start buying them, then they're going to eBay. So check your LCS if you haven't grabbed one yet. Number 5, Summer of Superman special number 1, Alexander Lozano variant, a 9.8, 140, 7-day trend, 7%. Lando, what do we have next?
Yo, Joe, we've got G.I. Joe, a real American hero. Roadblock number 1, the George Fornes foil letter 1 in 25 by Image, and it just came out this month, April 2025. Now, G.I. Joe has a great fan base and has been actively publishing books for decades. This book is a series of 5 one-shots inspired by the silent comic G.I. Joe, a real American hero, 21. The book has no dialogue and tons, and I mean tons, of action. The retailer incentive was a massive hit for fans, and the number of copies is steadily increasing in value on the aftermarket. We tracked 10 copies sold at a 7-day growth trend of 109%, with a high sale of $100 for a near mint raw copy and a current raw near mint fair market value of $72. Now, I love these guys. I know what you're looking at. You're probably puzzled if it's the first time you're seeing this because it's just a big O. But they've released multiple issues where we have each issue as the 1 in 25 incentive with a letter. So obviously spelling out G.I. Joe. Now, if you wanted to commit to that, obviously you had to commit for 5 issues to get the 1 in 25s. And I think as a set, this is going to look amazing. They're all stunning. Now, let's just be thankful it's only G.I. Joe that you got to commit for 5 issues. Had they done this for Transformers, dude, we would have freaked out.
Yeah, that's interesting, man. I like it. It's another way for GI Joe fans to collect. It's a little gimmicky for me, but I think that if you love GI Joe and something up your alley, good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna echo Marty there a little bit. I wouldn't call this stunning. It's clever.
No, the set looks very good together. Like very good. Lay them out. Like say, yeah, you see the image all together. I'm like, damn, that's pretty badass. I'd like to put that like in my basement. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Have it in slabs, just kind of okay. I can see the appeal there. So, all right, number 4, G.I. Joe, a real American hero, Roadblock number 1. This is the foil letter. Oh, so okay. Question, Lando, if you've seen these, is the background art not foil? Just the outside is?
You're talking about in like the back of the cover?
No, I mean like the actual art on this cover. Is that not foil? Just the red, white, and blue part is?
I haven't seen it in person. I've seen images, like all of them lined up together.
I think I would like it better if it was that way. If it was like spot foil, I guess.
Yeah, I guess we'll have to see. Order 25 copies of the next issue, Laura. Let us know.
Then I'll find out.
Yeah, there you go.
$100, 7-day trend, 109%. Marty, what do we have for number 3?
Bringing it in, Star Wars Beyond Victory 1, Phil Otto 2025 Star Wars Celebration Japan. Marvel, April of 2025. Another video game comic book makes the top charts again.
Oh, yeah.
In Beyond Victory, players will meet a new character, Volo Bolas, and team up with a prequel classic character, Sebulba. Not much else is known about the game, but it's currently being developed for MetaQuest headsets. What is known is that it will be a mixed reality experience that puts players in the role of pod racers. So freaking cool. Vol Bolas features in this comic, heralding from Star Wars Celebration in Japan. We tracked 9 copies sold at a 7-day growth trend of 100%, with a high sale of $304 for a CGC raw copy and a current raw near mint fair market value of $196. Man, I tell you what, leave it up to the Japanese, man. This is so freaking cool, man. That it's going to be like a headset and you're like a pod racer. See, I have Battlefront 2 on VR, right?
I love Battlefront. I love it.
Yeah.
Marty, we should play together.
And oh yeah, absolutely, man.
I love Battlefront.
I'll do the VR TIE fighter. I'll get in there and I'll fly and talk to R2 in the back. I just immerse myself in the whole thing. It's so fun. So I can imagine being like in a pod racer or something. VR. This is so cool. I like this,
dude.
That is cool, but yeah.
You heard me say it earlier in the show that like the Phantom Menace was one of my favorite films, and the one thing that really stood out to me when I was younger was the pod racing. I was like, wow, this is cool.
Yeah.
I remember on N64 and PlayStation, they came out with an actual Star Wars pod racing game, and that was like my jam for quite some time. And now we have the opportunity to do this in VR. Now, if that's not a trip, I don't know what is, because being able to do that in VR, my God, I would feel like I was on cloud 9.
Man, yes.
Yeah, it's amazing, right? It's so cool. But what's really cool now is this book, because it's coming out of the 2025 Star Wars Celebration in Japan. So it's really interesting. Obviously, I don't think we're going to see many copies of these available. So I think, if you're looking at this and you're like, wow, $304, what's going on, guys? These, convention exclusives, and I'm not talking New York Comic Con. I'm talking about like these really scarce, hard to get to, especially when it's super abroad. You can look at, there's that Spawn one from Singapore. I forget the issue of which
Yes,
spawn.
I remember which one you're talking about.
But yeah, dude, like that one commands a crazy premium on the aftermarket. So, such books are really cool to have in your collection if you weren't able to obviously be there and you have to flock to the aftermarket. I mean, hey, think of it like this: $304. You locked yourself down this book. You didn't have to fly to Japan, although it would have been nice. But
Yeah, you spent airfare.
yeah, exactly. So
I would have loved to have gone to this. Man, I was so envious of a buddy of mine. He was posting pictures of the Star Wars convention in Japan that he went to, him and his wife, and I'm just like, man, this is amazing. But I'm so mad,
Yeah,
I want to go now too. I've been wanting to go to Japan anyway, so that's like a
Let's
reason
do it.
to go.
Let's go. Come on,
guys.
Let's get a group together. We'll fly down one next year.
Yeah, right. To the same way we met up at Chicago. Come on, guys. But yeah, I'm calling you out. We need to do this. But I don't have a VR set yet. Like I really need to get on that. I think it's the one thing I'm slacking on. But I did commit to the Nintendo Switch 2, guys. So wish me luck. Wish me luck.
Good luck.
Number 3, Star Wars Beyond Victory. Number 1, the Phil Noto 2025 Star Wars Celebration Japan Raw Near Mint $304. 7-day trend of 100%. Let's switch gears a little bit here. Go indie. What do we have for number 2?
Ooh, we've got some Exquisite Corpses, and this one being the Ashcan by Michael Walsh. Now, this is from Image, and it just dropped again this month in April 2025. Now, attendees of Emerald City Comic Con or Comics Pro 2025 were privileged to receive an ashcan of James Tynion's new comic. Now, Tynion is an extremely popular creator, and fans are always on the lookout for his next project. The premise is that 12 of the deadliest people placed into an arena, a small town in Maine, while they all attempt to kill each other, and the unlucky citizens have to simply survive. The ashcan was such a hit that the copies started flying on the aftermarket. We tracked 16 copies sold at a 7-day growth trend of 66%, with a high sale of $100 for a near mint raw copy and a current raw near mint fair market value of $62. Now, if that premise does not sound cool to you, sorry, I'm going to enjoy every second of this. I cannot wait. I'm also equally anticipating the drop of this. It just passed on FOC, and I don't know if you guys had the opportunity to check out all the covers that were available, but one of them is actually a poly bag, and it comes with trading card. Now, each issue is going to come with a trading card for the poly bags. So if you guys order the poly bags, those trading cards, if you could collect them all, I think it's going to issue 12 or 13, somewhere around there. I believe they're planning on making this into a game as well, like a trading card game. So if they do that, man, that could be huge. So I think this is fun. It's a great gimmick. I'm looking forward to the story, like big time. I love Tynion stuff, but the only thing is, like, unfortunately there was a pause for Something Is Killing the Children, World Tree, etc. And I feel like that kind of hurts. But this one, I'm so excited to read.
Now, is this supposed to be released as a live action, like a series?
Not to my knowledge, but it literally sounds written for such, right? Like it sounds written for a TV show or a movie.
So there's 2 ashcans though, guys. There's the LCS ashcan because we had one. So they're asking, is this top sale the all gray cover? I would assume it's just. I'm looking on eBay right now, trying to kind of find differentiation between the 2.
So, to my knowledge, this is the one, as we just said, that was at the Comics Pro 2025, or better yet, Emerald City Comic Con. So, I haven't seen the other one. If you guys have an ashcan that I don't know about, please share.
We had it and we sold ours. I need to ask Anthony what it looked like, because I think they look very, very similar. The one that I'm hunting right now, because there's a bazillion different variants of this, but the Jay Lee of this cover.
Oh yeah!
Holy hell, it's so good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, guys, sorry in the chat. I can't. I'm looking online. I just don't see anything that would kind of help me answer that question. All they're showing is this image, but it's not saying it's from Emerald City Comic Con. Huh. I'll find out. I'll let you guys know next week. Number 2, Exquisite Corpses, Michael Walsh, ashcan, raw near mint, $100, 7-day trend, 66%. Last but not least, Marty, what do we have for number 1?
Of course, I am not least. and definitely not last. Wolverine number 8. That was so freaking corny. I don't even know why I said that.
That was good.
Wolverine number 8, Daniel Warren Johnson, Marvel, April of 2025. While this book marks the first full appearance of the Adamantine, a sentient adamantium villain, the real pull for many fans was the variant cover. This cover hit collectors hard, tapping into nostalgia for the Frank Miller era of Wolverine. The metal has been a part of the Marvel Universe for a while, but this is the first time the writer introduces the idea that it is sentient. For the most part, the embodiment of adamantine takes up a large portion of the issue. However, it also includes a mini story featuring the samurai Wolverine. We tracked 90 copies sold at a 7-day growth trend of 7%, with a high sale of $139 for a CGC 9.8 raw copy and a current raw near mint for fair market value of $52. All right.
I almost had you.
What?
I almost had you on the almost. Look at Marty's as corny as Kansas in August.
Yeah, I am pretty corny.
Okay. To go back to the previous one before we talk about this one, they're saying that the mask. So the mask is what we're looking at here. One has a gray mask or a white mask is what they're saying. And the other one has the pink. So that's how you can kind of differentiate between the two.
I've not seen the other one. I've only seen.
I haven't either, and I was just looking everywhere. I couldn't find it. So thank you, chat. You guys are the best. Marty, what do you think of this one?
Another beautiful copy. Same thing as the earlier rendition. Beautiful cover, really well done. Love the great use of negative space. Definitely can see this book staying and fetching a pretty premium. Keep an eye on this book if you have it. I mean, definitely keep an eye on it. I think this is going to go up even more.
Maybe. Lando?
Yeah. Well, the only thing I wish they would do for such covers is like maybe just avoid putting the barcode in the front. Like I don't know, man. Like it takes away. That's the only reason why I prefer the Virgin over this. But I do think like that red where you get the trade Wolverine in the background, like really it helps it pop, especially even like the hair. The story was so good, guys. I can't stress it enough. Read the book if you haven't had the chance to. Although it is a stunning cover, look what's inside there, because the read was really good. They blessed us with so much greatness. Daniel Warren Johnson, I'm so happy to see the amount of love he's been getting, especially since the Void Rival stuff. Now, we have Transformers. He's done amazing things on that end. And like, man, you look at some of his other titles, like, Moon is Following Us. You literally have Do a Powerbomb if you're a wrestling fan or not even a wrestling fan. It is such a good read. So really happy for Daniel Warren Johnson. Well deserved. The cover is stunning. Will it hold? We'll see, guys. We'll see. Again, I'm so shocked to see CGC 9.8s already selling. Because
crazy, right?
Fast Track really is fast. Good for you guys.
I obviously, as much as this is a good cover too, it's something I think is. I don't want to say it now, but I think it's going to go up. But it's one of those books that is going to continue to gain momentum simply because it's a beautiful cover art.
Yep.
All right, number 1, guys, Wolverine. Number 8, the Darren Warren Johnson variant, taking the top of our list with a 9.8 at $139, 7-day trend of 7%. That is it for us tonight. If you ended up in the O for Abyss, don't worry. Right after this, over on Nearing Nirvana, the girls and I will be covering the runners up, aka 12 through 20. So hop over there.
And they are better than us too, by the way, Lord.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he was listening last week. He was listening. I was like, we're so much better than the guys, and I didn't know Marty was in the chat.
They are so much better.
A lot of times, I'm not like on a computer to join in on the chat. I'll have it playing in my room, on YouTube or something. So I'm listening along as I'm doing stuff.
Marty, they're easier on the eyes, easier on the ears. It's how it works, man. It's just how it works, bro.
I'm telling you, those girls, like, I don't even give them enough credit. They have so much knowledge. It's insane. Like there's just so much comic passion, and we all read, we all collect. And so it's just a different perspective because this is a very male dominated field. So
Ugh.
our hobby. Yeah, exactly. So
Marty.
it's kind of different for the ladies. Oh my God.
I am male. I am alpha.
You are alpha. We
I
don't,
love
yeah.
it. You guys, I love it. Don't change, bro.
Here we go. We get Lando started up now.
Yeah, and no, Leia wasn't snoring at all today. I kind of missed it.
No snoring.
Yeah, actually, she was. She was snoring a little bit, probably not as loud as she normally does. So
Yeah, the mic didn't count. Hit the gym, Lando. Damn.
Come on, bro. Come on. I'm proud of my 155 pounds.
You know, people pay a lot of money and work hard to get to your size, man. So be very proud of it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm surprised. I eat a lot of pasta and pizza, so I don't know what's going on.
All right.
stuff,
Lando,
man.
last words.
Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Steven Francis, I see you. That's actually my ex-guitarist in the chat calling me 155 pounds wet. I see you, bro. I see you. But yeah, man, dude, it was a great time. Always a blast hanging out with Laura, hanging out with Marty, especially the chat. Guys, thank you for sharing some info with us because, again, I had no idea that the Exquisite Corpses in a gray mask or whatever ashcan existed. So now I'm going to check that out. But always a great time, guys. Always a great time. You heard Laura. Go check out the girls because, as I said, they're easier on the eyes, easier on the ears, and they bring a lot of information. So go show some love. Nearing Nerdvana is going live immediately as we wrap up. So
Thank you.
yeah, there you go. And we'll see you Thursday. Don't forget, shakers, shakers, shakers.
They are roasting you in the chat right now. It's freaking hilarious.
I love it. Yeah, these are all my homies.
That's your homies, man.
Marty, you're up. Before we
I
go.
can't follow that. I can't follow that. You know, I've got nothing. So here we go.
All right. Well,
No, I'm
that's
just
it for us
kidding.
tonight.
No, I'm just kidding.
What was to say?
Thank you for joining us on the chat. I really had a
You want to see me fight a gorilla? Let's go, Marty.
Let's go. Had an awesome time, man. Star Wars. I love seeing it. You know, it's great to see
Lots
Star
of
Wars
Star
come
Wars.
back, and then it's a trend. It's a pattern. You know, it will come up and starts, and it'll go level down again. It'll come up, but anytime there's so much new Star Wars news out there right now, and it's a great time to be a Star Wars fan. I love it. I just love what they're doing with so much stuff. You know, man, that VR pod race. Whew, I gotta get on board with that bad boy, man. I can't imagine. You know
that
So-
Andor. I gotta go watch Andor.
Yeah. So you guys, thank you out there, guys in the chat. We really appreciate you guys sticking with us, joining us, having a great time. You guys stay safe out there. May the comic gods, in the spirit of our friend TiVo, continue to bless your life. Excelsior.
I'll get you back, chat. I love you. I love you.
they love you, Lando. It's nothing but love.
You guys are so mean. Lando, you're the best. Okay, love you guys.
Let's go.
For the entire crew, this is TiVo saying keep digging in them long boxes. Peace out.